Hello, everyone, and welcome to BTB Now. It is January 15th, 2018, Martin Luther King Day. I am joined, as always, by Jason Cantor and Nick Bogatis. And the reason we're a little mellow right now is because we have a companion going through a difficult time. I'm nice and mellow right now. Typically, I'm jumping out of the seat to welcome everyone into the show, partly because my voice is shot. Partly because I do feel bad for Nick, and that's how I want to open the show. So I wish y'all a happy Martin Luther King Day, and then Pittsburgh, welcome to misery. And I know Jason's going to come after me because they won the title 7 months ago, so it's really not technically misery. But this has been a brutal couple days. Blake Bortles didn't do much, but his Jaguars still put up 45 points.
He did just enough.
Yeah. And his Jaguars put up 45 points, and they beat the Steelers at Heinz Field.
Yeah.
If that wasn't enough, then today, or well, I guess yesterday,
I think it was Saturday.
Well, I also, that's the thing, I mean, you can continue narrating my misery, and I'll get into the particulars afterwards.
Garrett Cole was traded, the Pirates' so-called ace, as I've been informed.
The fourth starter of the Astros.
Yeah.
Fair.
Are you really taking 180 on Charlie Morton?
Charlie Morton, former Pirate.
Andrew McCutchen today was sent to San Francisco to fulfill the even-yeared prophecy and lead San Francisco to another title. So probably the two best, maybe not best, but most beloved players on that Pirates team, long-tenured guys, gone. The Steelers, season's over. We're going to play a game a little later for who will replace Big Ben when he ultimately decides to hang it up. Because I
hang up the walking boot.
Got ahead of it, and I said, like he's definitely doing the whole retirement contemplation. And honestly, I'm more concerned about him retiring now that he said that he's not going to.
Yeah, that's pretty on brand.
Yeah.
It's been what? Has it been 10 years? Has it been 10 years since Favre?
Favre was he was on the cover of Madden 09, and that was the year he played for the Jets. So
2008.
2008. It's been 10 years.
So it's time we have our next generation Brett Favre.
Mention that the Pittsburgh Penguins are no longer good, and Phil Kessel will not be an All-Star.
Which is ridiculous, by the way. Because Phil Kessel's in the running for the Hart, and somehow he's not even an All-Star. And, well, Crosby and Letang are All-Stars, which is absolute garbage, too. Crosby should not be an All-Star. Letang should not be an All-Star. Malkin and Kessel should be All-Stars. End of story.
That's what I got for you.
Okay.
So I'm going to over to Nick, let him kind of cry a little bit.
I'm not going to cry.
Explain what's wrong with him.
I'm not going to cry, but I will repeat what I've already told these guys is I just haven't felt like this since Tebow. And there's been, I mean, the Steelers haven't won a Super Bowl since 2009, obviously. So there's been playoff exits. We lost in the AFC Championship last year, and what that was like, I always have an excuse to make. Like Le'Veon Bell was injured last time out, and
wasn't Antonio Brown hurt 2 years ago?
Antonio Brown was hurt 2 years ago. We should have beaten the Broncos in, I don't know if that was the divisional round or the AFC Championship, but we absolutely should.
Well, Tebow was wild card.
No, I know Tebow was wild card, but with Peyton Manning, the year they won the Super Bowl, so what was that, 2 years ago?
Oh, I think it was division.
And there were a couple garbage calls in that, and awful fumble by Fitzgerald Toussaint. But the reason that this year is so different is that this was the year. So I don't know if Ben's going to retire or not. He's probably not going to because he's Jesus Christ, because he's a psychopath. And he's just going to keep playing until he dies. But so if he does come back, he's going to be awful again. And he's not going to be like Super Bowl awful this time around. I thought this was the year because he was so bad to start off with. Bell's not coming back.
I was about to ask you who do you think plays.
I'm 90% sure he's not coming back.
I was about to ask you who do you think leaves the Steelers for his backup?
I know you were about to ask me. I heard you the first time. It's okay. I'd rather see a trade in that department. It's probably not going to happen. We're probably going to do this whole dance again next year, or in the summer rather. Martavis Bryant. That's not going to happen. We're not going to have Shazier at all next year. The defense is going to change a lot. A lot of those offensive linemen are going to look to get paid. I don't know. It's going to be a completely different team. And we're going to have the same people in charge of it. The Steelers aren't going to fire Mike Tomlin, even though they absolutely should. I need to pray that Todd Haley gets a job elsewhere, and maybe that'll fix a few problems. Keith Butler is going to stay in charge of the defense, which he should not. And the only coach I like on that staff, Mike Munchak, will probably get a job too. So say goodbye to that. I don't know. I can't really give you an analysis yesterday because I literally watched about 3 snaps. I didn't watch the game. And well, by about 12:30, I knew we were going to lose, and I knew it, and you know, I was at a party, so you know, they were
brag.
Yeah, well, not really. Like they had the game on. I chose not to watch it.
Which says a lot, by the way. Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't.
I wanna attack this head on here because you gave us the woes, and you know what? Like, I understand the woes here. I have also felt the need of a year in which everything's come together.
This was the year.
Because we should have beaten
the year. We should have beaten the Patriots when we played them, and we were going to beat them.
When it was the year, if it was the year, I watched the entire game until my heart was in my chest.
Yeah,
I told you not to feel bad for
probably from your chest early on in the first half, but that's more than 3 snaps.
But I literally, no. So, well, really poor timing on our parts. We were in the car for most of the first quarter. Circumstances beyond my control, so they were already down to touchdown. I got there, and I don't know what I just can't I can't watch it with people because they irritate me, and I just can't watch it. So I didn't end up watching it, and then so I was sitting at the table eating, and they started to come back. So now I'm like, okay, I can't move. Like, I literally can't move from the spot, or we're gonna be in trouble. And yeah, that's pretty much how the day played out. Like I said, I knew from 12:30 we were gonna lose. And that little bit of hope kind of crept into me, and like I said, I wasn't watching it, so I can't really give you an analysis. Like, I haven't watched the highlights or anything. I don't want to. I'm not sure if I'm going to watch either game next week. I probably won't watch the Super Bowl.
Wow. You have fallen apart here.
Because I remember, well, last year, obviously.
I personally think this is pathetic.
Freshman year of college, like everybody got together, watched Super Bowl. But like the year we lost to the Broncos, like I did not watch Super Bowl.
This is something else.
Like I said, I literally. What year was Tebow? 2011.
Yes.
I haven't felt this way.
2011 into 2012.
Okay, so I haven't felt this way in 6 years, and it's hit me hard, folks. And yeah, today didn't make it easier. It should be a joyous day. If it weren't for the work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., every NFL team would be represented with Toby Gerhart in the backfield or some other form of him. So shout out to that guy. He's really
Woodhead?
Danny. Well, yeah, but Danny Woodhead's not like Toby Gerhart's like a downgrade to Le'Veon Bell. Like I'd take Danny Woodhead. Like everybody would be rocking like Toby Gerhart's and Peyton Hillis's in the backfield, and it wouldn't be the same game. Michael Vick would have never existed. Michael Vick would have never been born, basically. Like no one would have played Madden 04. Like I can tell you that for sure. And I mean Jerome McGinley, gotta love that guy. Well, he's Canadian. Does he really count? Whatever. So yeah, shout out to Martin Luther King. It's his special day. Well, I was happy with the Pirates' moves. I don't know a thing about what we got in return, but all I know is
the Giants have a very trashy farm system, so it probably wasn't anything.
Well, here's the thing. Any one of those guys can either turn out to be nobodies or they could turn out to be Jeff Bagwell, So, as the saying goes. And Garrett Cole, as much I love Garrett Cole, the one moment that stands out to me is him getting thrown out of the Stanley Cup final game in Pittsburgh for banging on the glass too loud. So that was great. Him and Boswell, they're one of a kind. Like it's two of a kind. But yeah, so I liked him a lot. But him and Kutch were never going to, they're in their prime. They're not going to be in Pittsburgh for when the Pirates have a shot at doing anything. That was however many years ago, the first year of the wild card, and the Cubs bounced them. That was the year for the Pirates. So they weren't going to be here when they had a shot to be good, so you might as well get rid of them. Because, they're not even in a position to make the playoffs, and nothing's going to happen. So I like those moves personally. And as for the Penguins, they beat the Rangers last night, which kind of cushioned my fall a little bit. But as you can tell, not enough. And I'm officially declaring the tank dead. The Penguins will probably, if I'm being realistic here, Jim Rutherford will not make the desperately needed trade at the deadline, and the Penguins will lose to the Capitals in the second round.
No, that's
That's how my year is going. I have not had.
I don't care how bad things are.
2018. I thought
enough where the Capitals will get past the second round.
Stop
it. You had this until you said the Capitals will get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
That's how the years. I think this might be the Caps' year to make it to the Stanley Cup Final and lose. All right, it's just that I thought 2018 or whatever we're calling this was off to a really good start when I saw Daniel Sprong live and was in attendance for a Ryan Reeves first star game and almost a Gordie Howe hat trick. But it's just been straight downhill from there, and it doesn't look too good.
All right.
So the Penguins will not only miss out on Rasmus Dahlin, but also miss out on the three-peat.
Before we do anything else here, we'll talk a little bit about the trades that the Pirates made. We'll get into that. We talked about there, so we'll get to you baseball in a second. But I do want to introduce you to projected third, fourth, to sixth round quarterback draft picks. So I'm gonna let you build the quarterback, and I'm going to tell you who your ideal man is this year. All right?
Well, hold up. Is Baker Mayfield's not on the list, is he?
No. I took off Rosen, Darnold, Allen, Jackson, and Mayfield because they'll probably be gone before the Steelers.
Jackson will go in the
Jackson
first round.
Jackson
in the first round.
Jackson will
Steelers.
not go in the first round.
He will go before the Steelers pick a quarterback.
The Steelers should pick a quarterback in the first round. They should absolutely pick a quarterback. I don't see another need unless Saquon Barkley is magically available in the first round for the Steelers. They should absolutely draft a quarterback.
You have an affinity for guys going in rounds 3 to 6, and that's where I kept this game.
Okay, whatever. That's the thing. I only have an affinity for guys going from the 3rd to 6th round because I know the Steelers will never take a quarterback in the 1st or 2nd round.
Exactly.
Okay, so, they're not going to take a quarterback in the first round. So here we go.
Well, up until now.
Here we go.
Okay, fine. Let's play the stupid game.
Look at that here.
I'm already furious.
I'm asking you, what conference would ideally produce your prototypical quarterback?
I have to give you one.
Two. We can.
Well,
Okay.
you know anything about him? It's got to be non-Power 5.
So I would like either. I'll give you two. I want either the MAC or the Mountain West.
Okay. West. Wow, you are a horrible person, and I hate you.
Tell me you
Forever.
don't have a single. Hold up. You know me. You know my favorite conference is the MAC. How could you not have a single quarterback from the MAC on there?
Okay, so I didn't think here in designing this game, I didn't think you would have the unrealistic idea that one, the Steelers would take a quarterback in the first 2 rounds, or two, that a quarterback from the MAC would actually be on your list.
Do you
How is that
realize
not realistic?
Ben Roethlisberger played in the MAC?
Oh my god! Yes, I realize he did.
Okay. Okay. Do you need me to pick another conference?
Yes.
I would say the Sun Belt, but I'm assuming you don't have any Sun Belt quarterbacks, so I'm going to go with my 4th option, Conference USA.
You know what? We're gonna move on to size.
Are you kidding me?
I don't understand how you're picking quarterbacks for him, and you picked all Power 5. Have you ever heard it?
You have a non-Power 5 conference quarterback on there?
I do.
Okay. What are the conferences are?
He's gonna consider Notre Dame doesn't have a good quarterback.
Big West? Is that a conference?
I
Big
think.
West? Big West.
The AAC is not a Power 5 conference.
Is that the only non-Power 5 conference you have on there?
Yes.
Yes?
I actually picked quarterbacks that are going to be selected in this draft. I didn't just go
fine.
headhunting for.
You mean the AAC?
All right.
Like if it's down to this, I'd rather just wait and tank next year for what's his name? From.
You got 2 years.
So what are
for
we
him.
doing this for? Let's just forget it.
Wait. No. Give me the AAC quarterbacks.
Nope, too late. We're tanking next year.
I wanna
Next year's
play
a
this
tank
game.
race.
Wait. Who's going to be
Quest to the
available next
bottom.
year? If it's not.
You ruined it. It's a quest.
Well, no, they're not going to be able to tank next year. They're too good.
Yeah, that's what Sixers fans said before Sam Hinkie came in. Look what happened there.
Okay, we have Antonio Brown.
If there's
locked
gonna
up.
be no change.
Martavis Bryant. Ben's going to play again because he's an idiot. They're gonna go. They're probably gonna go 9-7 and miss the playoffs. All right, wait. Give me the AAC quarterback. I'm determined.
All
to
right.
win the game.
Here.
Okay.
Prototypical height and weight for your quarterback.
I'm gonna get too specific on you, and it's gonna ruin it. Give me a
6'5",
range.
Close as I
235.
can.
Right? 6'5", 235? Or does he have to be fatter because
I'd
your
say-
quarterback's Ben?
No, I don't like. If I were picking a quarterback, I wouldn't. Well, first of all, Ben Roethlisberger was a lot skinnier when he was in college, but I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't pick someone like him. So I'd say between 6'2" and 6'4", and say over 200 pounds.
All right, well, we're really low on that one. They all cleared the 200-pound threshold.
Okay. Do you
All
need
right.
me to go taller? I can go taller.
No. We're fine with that. Trust.
Okay.
All right. 6 here. Completion percentage. Does it matter to you?
Yes.
What type of completion percentage?
What's the minimum we're talking here?
You
What's
where?
What's the maximum? I should say. 'Cause I'm definitely gonna say like 70, and the highest is gonna be 65.
Highest I have on this list is 67.
Did you rip that piece of paper apart and then you put it back together and you're reading from it right now?
You bet I am.
Is there more than one guy over 65%?
There are 2 guys over 65%.
All right, I'll say over 65%.
This is getting interesting.
You realize this is
Does it matter to
nothing
you?
like The Bachelor, right?
Yards, touchdown. I can't give you that. I can't really get you a real Bachelor game here. I can't bring them to you. We don't have the connection.
If it's The Bachelor, it's gonna be Josh Rosen because he has Rosen in his name.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
Someone mute him. Touchdown, interceptions. Any of the 3 of those matter to you?
Interceptions? Wait. What was the first one?
Yards.
Yards.
Actually, no. None of those matter.
All right. Ideal strength.
What?
Accuracy.
What do you look for in a
arm
quarterback?
strength? Is he a running
Oh.
quarterback?
I'd say accuracy.
Accuracy. Okay.
Actually, no.
And
Arm strength.
I disagree.
Arm
You're
strength.
trying to draft Jay Cutler.
Is a flaw that you can live with.
He's gonna say accuracy.
Wait, are either of these guys mobile at all?
Have not a great athlete, but can escape the pocket.
Oh, I love that.
That's Ben.
Yeah, I know. Wait. Is the other guy a great athlete?
I mean, there's 5 of them still here, so
Oh, okay. Are any of them great athletes?
no, we don't have. I don't think we have any fantastic athletes. We have a lot of pocket pass.
Give me the guy who can escape the pocket, but is not a great athlete.
So, and then the flaw you can live with.
What? Like I don't like interceptions. I guess I could live with interceptions.
Question. Let's see. All right. Well, I can tell you right off the bat, Mason Rudolph is no longer your guy.
Wait, Mason Rudolph plays in the Big 12.
That's why he's not your guy.
Yeah, obviously.
I took all these factors together to give you the ideal guy for you.
You give me an SEC quarterback, I'm logging off right now.
SEC quarterback on here.
Okay.
Mostly because there's not really any, but did
all right. Who am I going to be begging the Steelers to draft?
Wow. This is something else.
This is riveting stuff.
Yeah. This is riveting stuff right here.
The Eagle, just know the Eagles are about to play, or in 5 days, the Eagles are going to play or 6 days, the Eagles are going to play for a Super Bowl, and you're sitting here doing AAC quarterback roulette.
No, sorry, man. You're going to be begging for Ben Kurt from Virginia. It's either him or Riley Ferguson from Memphis.
I'll take Riley. Wait, hold up. Memphis plays in Conference USA. Why didn't you give him to? Or are they in
AAC.
AAC now? Oh, okay. Yeah, give me Riley Ferguson. Kidding me?
Ferguson.
Absolutely. Okay.
He sees how good Paxton Lynch has turned out. You got to go with the Memphis quarterback.
How tall is Riley Ferguson?
How tall?
How tall is Riley Ferguson?
The knack on Ferguson is that he's too skinny.
Okay, how tall is he?
210.
How tall? That's
My God, I had to Google Riley
Six.
Ferguson myself. Wait, before I hit enter on the Google
6'4".
search, I can only hold up. Before I hit enter on the Google search for Riley Ferguson, I can only assume he's a very pasty white male with like long flowing ginger hair. Please. Oh God, he's ugly.
is he a running quarterback?
Oh, he has a receding hairline. This does not look promising, folks.
All right.
Memphis' uniforms
That's
are
not
so.
Pitt. I think we can put that to bed.
Yeah, I gotta say that did cheer me up a little bit.
I'm glad I could. But Jason and I need no cheering up because
Well, you will.
Jason-
It's just delayed a week.
No, what? We don't accept that attitude here.
Wow.
oh no, we certainly do. We're playing on borrowed time right now. I am already seeing the 13-7 victory in favor of the Vikings coming next week. However, I am all here. Julio Jones not catching a game-winning touchdown after he successfully not about 1 million touchdowns this season for my fantasy team. No one cares,
No one
but
cares.
he put the ball in the end zone 3 times this year. Dropped. He was a bust. So I was all for Conroy getting him and the Eagles winning a playoff game with Nick Foles on Saturday.
You were living on Saturday?
Living.
Oh, by the way,
Living.
hold up. Let's talk about Mike Mularkey for a second. Because if you allow me
Are
to
you trying to dampen the mood of this show even more?
hold up, if you allow me to dive back into my
about
misery,
Pittsburgh sports, the saddest state that anything has ever been in, and now you want to talk about Mike Mularkey.
wait, if you allow me to dive back into my misery for a second. This morning, I broke the news to Ray that Mike Mularkey was out. Okay. And he was very happy. And I think I actually texted him. Like, you guys like, you make up your quarterback bachelor games and whatnot, like pretending to care about how I feel. But you guys do not care about my misery. And let me tell you why. Because
I don't.
I made Ray's day today. I broke the news about Mike Mularkey. And I think I said something to the effect of, I'm glad this can make you happy today because I will never be happy ever. Something like that. He was like, okay, thanks. And right then and there, I was just ready to cry. Like, I'm about to cry right now thinking about it.
Not realize how broken of a man you are. That's unfortunate.
Like, I literally told Ray that I would never find happiness in my life. And I think his word for word response was just God bless.
This is off-brand. This is very off-brand of you. You want to know why? Because you live in this whole, like, falsehood, sarcastic, like, I am dead inside, like, oh, I can't believe this is happening, like, oh, woe is me. When really, there is never woe is me.
Whoa, pause.
Stanley Cup champion.
Pause. Okay. I am typically sarcastic, woe is me, pit of misery, dilly dilly, and whatnot. But these last
Can you imagine if he was a Philly fan?
These last few days, I've been genuinely dead inside. Like I am a broken man.
Well, you can understand my response.
I believe you sent those exact words to me at one point or another.
Because they're true. My soul is lifeless. Like, I actually meant to say it at the top of the show. Now here's proof that I got out of bed today. Because it was a while I thought about not doing it.
I don't understand the misery for him personally. I sat with you what? Less than 7 months ago.
To save my favorite football team.
But here's the thing: the Steelers, like the Penguins, are nice, and they're really the only functional franchise in the city of Pittsburgh. But the Steelers have forever in my life come first.
But wait, hold on. Could we?
And this year was the year, and I can honestly tell you that I did not enjoy watching this year. I'm going to have to reevaluate next year whether I'm going to watch the NFL.
If we threw a pity party to this extent for every time something like this happened in Philadelphia, it would happen on like a bi-monthly basis.
But you never had the year.
We had 08. Hold on. We had the year when the Phillies lost in 2011. That was the year.
Yeah, but you had already won.
Okay. The Steelers have won.
You had already won, and you hadn't.
Wait a minute.
What are you talking about? Are you listening to yourself? One of the most spoiled fan bases are coming at
so not true.
Wait a minute. You realize that the Eagles made 4 NFC championships and won one of them and devastatingly lost in the Super Bowl to a team that had been spying on them for 2 weeks. And you're saying that we never have had the year slip away from us?
Hold up. Nick.
You don't remember that time the Flyers were a 7 seed, got to the Stanley Cup, got to overtime at Game 6, and then had a puck slide under the goalie and into the net, and nobody knew their season was over when Patrick Kane was jumping around the ice celebrating for 5 minutes? And we've never had the year just in front of our eyes and then disappear. Never. Not once.
You haven't. No.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, but like you're used to being
what? No. What? No.
See,
what is the only franchise in league history to have the number 1 seed for 3 consecutive seasons? The Philadelphia Eagles. You want to know why no one cares about that? Because they don't win the big one.
But here's
I don't know how you can complain.
I know what the answer. I know what the answer to this is going to be. But did you read Ray's game preview for Saturday? Because it was literally, this is the year, and the Eagles need to capitalize. That was literally what
NFL was wiped out in injury, personnel problems, and the dynasty crumbling up in New England. And the quarterback that was supposed to deliver the Eagles to the promised land literally had his knee bent in half.
Yeah.
And this was our year. You already had your banking on 35-year-old Ben Roethlisberger. This is our year. No. You already got your Super Bowl.
That could not be further from the truth, because on this very program, and probably week 4 or 5, I declared that this was the Steelers' year because Ben Roethlisberger was so bad.
So if it was week 4, they then came out after your declaration and had Ben throw 5 interceptions.
Oh, so it must have been the week after.
Yeah.
After we lost to the Jaguars, I said, this is the year because Ben has been horrendous.
No. Don't get. This is what you lack up here right now.
I don't lack
Whatever
anything.
you're
The only thing I lack is
you lack a basic
the only
grasp
thing
of
I-
reality right now.
the only thing I lack is a purpose in life.
your convoluted mind right now, which is clouded by the misery that you have poured upon yourself, a Pittsburgh sports fan for the last 3 days, has comprehend the fact that this was the Eagles' year.
This was
The Eagles.
Yes, it was.
They didn't have
Easily.
any competition.
Oh,
But how does that mean it wasn't their year? The Patriots never have any competition, but it's always their year to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but like they don't.
How does
like,
the
Patriots
level of competition have anything to do about whether or not it's the
Because
it's
we
your
never
best
saw-
year? In fact, if they have no competition, that means it is their year.
We never saw if the Eagles were good or not.
yes, we did.
What happened against the Seahawks?
One in the Coliseum.
They went to the Rams. They went to LA right
Yeah,
before the Rams,
Rams-
pounced the living.
The Rams weren't
What?
ready for the moment.
Oh my god. See, I told you, Ray, you can't feel bad for him. There's literally nothing about his current situation says from your perspective says, oh, I should feel bad for him. Nothing.
I got to tell you guys, I was
He doesn't
genuinely,
comprehend.
I was genuinely like in a really rough spot like before I came onto this program, and probably up until like the last like 10 minutes or so. But now I'm I am full of life. Now I found my purpose in life.
No.
It's
Okay,
just
let's
laughing-
stop right now.
laughing
We
at your
literally
misery.
the Eagles are about to play in the NFC Championship, and we've talked about it for about 30 seconds, and then Nick tried to change the conversation to go back to Mike Mularkey. So
Oh wait! Can we get with Mark Mularkey before we start Eagles talk?
oh my god.
Thank goodness!
Do you realize
What a day! Back, don't worry. I got a segue, Jason. We'll get this back going. Mularkey as Tennessee Titans head coach. Thank you, Nick, for that this morning. Beautiful thing to read. Come across my phone at breakfast. Oh, I was loving it. Loving every second of it. Oh, my God. Marcus Mariota now has a chance in this cruel, cold world to succeed, and I am just so forever grateful for that. Oh, thank goodness.
I'm happy for you. I really am.
I was so excited by that. That's about all I got because Josh McDaniels was stolen by the Colts, so that's a problem. But I saw Matt.
I was serious what I texted you guys this morning, and that's the Titans. The Titans could make everyone in the world happy and trade for Mike Tomlin.
Nope.
Give
I'm
us
okay.
give
I'm
us
okay.
give the Steelers a 6th round pick. They'll take Riley Ferguson with it.
Ooh,
And we'll
Marcus
give you Mike
Mariota. Let's Roethlisberger finish out his career and then becomes a Steeler in
Wait,
exchange
what?
for Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, I'm sure they would do that. I do want
I'm in.
Kirk Cousins. Well, that's the thing. If Ben stays, they're not going to sign Kirk Cousins. I guess
Regardless,
I don't want Kirk Cousins.
conspiracy theories aside, and the fact that Chip Kelly will be.
Cousins the end of the year. This year, he was bad.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. He's better than anything else out there. He's better than any. I think he's better than any of the quarterbacks in the draft besides Josh Allen and Baker Mayfield. But we're not going to get either of those guys.
Okay, hey, Eagles.
Oh, what? How are they relevant to this program?
They have a big game coming up.
Can I get my
I
take on the
wasn't
Eagles?
aware.
I just put this out there. I don't expect. I honestly think they probably are going to lose this one in a heartbreaker. I'm just really devastated for when that's going to happen. I can't wait till I have to come sit on this program next week and talk about how I was prepared to be denied by the NFL for credentials to the Super Bowl. and just be an utter defeat. I'm prepared for that to happen. So,
can I tell you what I think
Yeah.
is going to happen?
Go.
I'm assuming that's a yes. Okay. So normally in this situation, I'd be rooting for the Eagles, but, and this has nothing to do with you guys because I think you're lovely people.
Sure.
I will be rooting. Why the sarcasm? I'm trying to be civil here. I'm trying to be nice. So I will be rooting for the Vikings solely because I know the Patriots are going to go to the Super Bowl, and I want someone that I know will have a shot against them. So I am picking Case Keenum in the NFC Championship. But here's what's actually going to happen. You see, the Eagles are going to blow them out of the water. The Eagles are going to win like 28-10, probably. And that scoreline is going to be closer than what the game actually is. I would imagine Case Keenum scores in garbage time. And what's going to happen is the Eagles are going to lose the Super Bowl in a heartbreaker because that's how things go. And I think Nate Sudfeld plays at some point. I don't know if it's going to be the NFC Championship. I don't know if it's going to be the Super Bowl. No, I think it's going to happen. I don't know if Foles is going to get hurt or he's just going to be awful. But Nate Sudfeld will play in these playoffs. Mark my words.
All right. Well, it's really hard because I literally the last 2 nights I haven't been able to sleep because I have the image in my mind of
you
Chris
haven't
Long.
been able to sleep. Let me tell you, buddy, you're not alone there.
Oh no, I did see that. This is one of the first times in my life I haven't been able to sleep for a good reason. And it's like I have the lasting image in my mind of Chris Long just rushing around the edge, getting the Case Keenum's blind side, Brandon Graham scoop and score, and fourth quarter the link erupts. You see they pan out to just a bunch of drunk idiots in dog masks. And
Yeah, what is up with that, by the way? Is that just because they were the underdog?
Well, yeah. Did you Chris Long and Lane Johnson ordered?
I haven't consumed a bit of football news other than just reading the notification that Mike Mularkey was fired.
Chris Long and Lane. Well, this all happened Saturday, so the Steelers were right. Your life wasn't over yet. Chris Long and Lane Johnson ordered. I can't.
Chris Long's kind of a I don't like nerd's not the right word, but he's just annoying.
No, I love him. But him and Lane Johnson ordered German Shepherd masks because everyone was saying Eagles were underdogs, which they were.
Also, like German Shepherd to represent underdog is not very.
Well,
if guy's gonna come out wearing a poodle mask.
Yeah,
I think that would be hilarious.
No, see the German Shepherd. I don't think they specifically chose German Shepherd. I just think if you see the mask, it's a perfect like dog mask. Because I've looked at like other masks on Amazon. They should have gone with like a pug. I think like,
because a pug perfectly represents something that looks like it should be intimidating, but it's not.
If you look, the mask they wore is it's a perfect look. But
no, I saw the mask. I don't agree with the premise.
All right. Well, I don't want to get into that, but
well, I think you should.
So So I spent the entire day yesterday going back and forth between where it was almost like I was live betting a game, just which not knowing what side to end up with. But the entire I went into the game. I went into the weekend wanting to face Minnesota, and then I read a bunch of tapes that were essentially their defense, just hyping up their defense to a point where like Nick Foles would just die on the field. And that along with watching the first half where they shut out Drew Brees, it really made me believe that okay, Nick Foles wouldn't survive this defense. Then I was like, all right, maybe
hold on, can I stop you for a second there? What happened in that game?
Oh my god.
Because I walked past the TV and it was 17-0. And then I woke up this morning and it was not that.
Wait, did you at least saw the play?
Hey, hold
right?
on.
I saw the final play, but like how did how did it get to that point?
I feel like the comeback was kind of slow to get it to like 17-14, and then they just exchanged field goals. Like there were like 2 or 3 game-winning field goals kicked over the last like 5 minutes of the game.
And I don't even want to know how the Steelers came back, because obviously they didn't. But like that was wild too. Like it looked like.
But yeah,
Again,
so
I
anyway,
didn't see any
watching
highlights.
that second half where obviously Drew Brees is better than Nick Foles, except for that time Nick Foles outplayed Drew Brees in the playoff game. But
No. People forget
Foles up with the league.
Broke all of Drew Brees' records.
At high school, yep. Wait, Nick Foles and Drew Brees went to high school together.
They didn't go together.
They went to the same high school.
Yeah.
Forget that.
You don't hear many people talk about that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I also thought that. Wait, where's Nick Foles from? I know he went to Arizona.
Westlake, Texas.
Oh, okay. I always assumed he was like a California surfer dude.
Partly because he went to Arizona, I think, right?
Yeah, no, he went to Arizona, but yeah. I just kind of assumed he went to like Santa Barbara or something.
Well, because he's got that Napoleon Dynamite look. That's part of it.
Yeah, but Napoleon Dynamite wasn't a surfer.
But
Napoleon Dynamite was a nerd.
He has the cool Napoleon Dynamite look.
All right.
I guess.
Are we do the game now?
I'm being brought off topic. Yeah, so I spent the entire second half convincing myself that the Vikings would actually be a better matchup while I was vocally rooting for the Saints, just because I had convinced myself that the Vikings defense was beatable, and then that play happened and I was just all sorts of shocked. But so Twitter has been, I've seen like several things on Twitter that have been pointing to how the Vikings are beatable. Did you know? Here's a taking over under on this. Case Keenum's passer rating on Sunday when he was pressured. Take a guess where it was.
47.
Way under.
27.
5.1.
Love it.
So
love it.
Eagles front 7. That's weakness to strength. The Vikings, we have this image, and partly the reason why I had began to root against them Sunday. They have this image of being one of the best defenses ever put together, which they have them and the Jaguars, top 2 defenses in the NFL this year. Their defense on the road is actually 8th ranked in the NFL. Eagles defense at home 2nd ranked. And we can ignore the fact that the Eagles played C.J. Beathard, Trevor Siemian, whoever the Bears quarterback was at the time at home. Forget that. Eagles 2nd ranked defense at home. Vikings 8th ranked. Second's better than 8th. And then it was pretty much just Foles left with the lead again, so he's going to do that for the 3rd time. Mike Zimmer is blind, and the entire state of Minnesota is going to be hungover after.
Yeah, but the entire state of Minnesota is typically hungover. I don't think that's an advantage there.
I know it's going to be.
Actually, they might not even get hungover in Minnesota.
I think they do. I think if you,
right.
Because normally it's the type of thing, I don't know, if you're the amount of alcohol that was consumed on Sunday, and then to have to go into work for 4 days.
Oh, they didn't go to work today.
Well, no,
they won't go into
4
tomorrow.
days. They didn't go to work today. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Oh.
But that's the thing. They start to settle in today, and then they tire themselves out again.
Back to the game?
Yeah. No, but that was essentially it. So I think the Vikings defense is like so overpowering. Any defense is beatable if you attack it the right way. And
that's not true.
The invincible Jaguars defense has allowed. I think they allowed what, like 24 to the Titans.
Yeah, no, like I heard someone say yesterday, like the
Vikings defense allowed 24 points in the second half.
Like they're good against the run, which is totally not true. The Jaguars are not good against the run. I'm assuming Todd Haley like really goofed and like did not give Le'Veon Bell the ball at all. And I'm assuming if he did, probably would have been a little bit different.
All right, back to the Eagles here.
They scored 42 points. I'm just going to tell you the reason why people were trying to fire Todd Haley is because they had a couple really embarrassing fourth down calls.
Oh, okay.
Back to the Eagles.
In this whole thing is I'm going to agree with something that Big Cat said, in that there is no way that this Case Keenum thing does not end horribly.
Absolutely horribly.
I don't think so. I think Case Keenum is like is going to be like a folk hero.
No,
well, he already is. That's the thing.
No, he's not.
There's only down from here. You can only go down from here.
Joe Webb made it to an NFC championship.
No, he didn't. Joe Webb lost in the wild card game.
Okay, well, same thing.
This, my friends, is the peak. This is the peak.
That's what that is?
Was the peak for Case Keenum.
I don't know. I was very high on Case Keenum coming out of college. I was pretty disappointed when he got cut from the Texans in training camp. But yeah.
Well, wait. He ended up starting games for them. They didn't cut him in training camp.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure they cut him and eventually brought him back.
Quarterback at one point.
No, I know that, but I think he got cut and they ended up bringing him back.
I have no idea.
But yeah,
regardless,
if the Steelers could draft like a Case Keenum, like I'd be 100% on board with that.
Big fan of your pressure stat. However,
source PFF by the way on that.
Yeah,
you follow PFF.
Someone retweeted something.
I am well aware that the Eagles right now are operating on borrowed time.
Yeah.
And so is Case Keenum.
Yeah. Also, I think you have to take into consideration. I don't think this is a small factor at all. That if Case Keenum comes out and has an awful first quarter, they could just bring in Teddy Bridgewater or Sam Bradford.
Yes.
No.
I think that is a very good
if Sam Bradford is the backup quarterback and he comes into that game, he's going to spontaneously combust.
I think why not dress all three of them?
Zimmer doesn't do that.
But he could.
He didn't Sunday.
Scared every time he touches
who did he
football.
Dress? He dressed Sam Bradford, right?
Yes.
Why would he do
Bridgewater
that?
wasn't dressed.
Why wasn't Bridgewater dressed?
Zimmer doesn't activate three quarterbacks.
No, but I'm saying why wouldn't you activate Bridgewater over Bradford?
Because exactly. I don't know, but Bradford right now is their second quarterback. Bridgewater is their third. So if you're saying that Case Keenum could get benched, well, first of all, will not happen.
Well, also, I think bringing in Bradford is a very realistic strategy.
What?
I think bringing
Sam
in
Bradford plays scared. Sam Bradford is scared.
I think you're discounting the Sam Bradford revenge game. I'm being
the Sam Bradford revenge game already happened, and he threw like 2 picks and played like garbage. I was there.
This is the real deal.
Sam Bradford going to become a great quarterback? He probably could. I'm convinced this dude just steps on a football field and is now scared.
Well, I can't blame him there.
Can you imagine him at the link?
Sam Bradford.
Can you imagine him at the link playing against the NFC Championship game for the first time in months?
He's done.
To be fair, at the link they'll probably treat. Hold up. They'll probably treat Sam Bradford better as a Viking than they did when he was an Eagle.
That once again, you're citing something that already hasn't happened. That already has happened, like it hasn't happened.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The home field, the link won't bother Sam Bradford. Everything else will bother Sam Bradford.
The link bothered Sam Bradford when he played for the Eagles?
Yeah, I know. But not anymore. It's a thing of the past.
Sam Bradford's 2 biggest moments Two best moments as an Eagle. The overtime win against the Cowboys and when they beat the Patriots both happened on the road. Sam Bradford can't play at the Lincoln. Neither can Case Keenum, and we'll find that out.
Case Keenum's going to be their quarterback.
A little ignorant right now.
See, Ray, for future considerations, whenever he's frustrated, you have to talk about the Eagles before you cheer him up, because then he completely ruins the Eagles conversation.
Yeah, that was a big oversight on your guys' parts.
I didn't plan this. I want no responsibility for this.
Plan this. Act like we plan any of this.
You planned this. You had a game planned out, and then you ripped a piece of paper because of how terrible it went.
Before the show, I said, "Hey Nick, I'm going to start with this."
Yeah, but I also completely
hold on.
zoned out.
We went live at 8:30, and you texted me at 7:10. I have a game for Nick. So
Yes.
you were planning an hour ahead of time.
Yes, I planned that part. I didn't plan when that was going to happen.
All right. Well,
Yeah, but that really put a smile on my face. That was a huge miscalculation on your part.
Up for the fact
from
that
the start, I don't understand, and this is my problem. For some reason, Ray has all of a sudden turned into an angel here, where he sees someone upset.
God, can we can it with this guy? Leave me alone.
I need to know why you feel the need to make this kid happy.
Because I'm
Jason.
a friend.
The Sixers season doesn't start till January. The kid who has sat here and said the Eagles this wasn't the Eagles season, and said that we have never had the season ripped away from us. Why does he have to be happy?
Wait, hold up. Why does Cantor, of all people, take me seriously?
Because
That's my question.
Normally I don't. No, wait, hold on.
Why are you so triggered?
For about 20 seconds when you were claiming LaShawn McCoy was white about 5 years ago, and I think that was the last time I ever took you serious.
Side note, I got this kid who claimed to be like a sports expert, who is currently going to school to be a sports broadcaster.
Syracuse.
Going to Syracuse to become a sports broadcaster. I convinced him that LaShawn McCoy was white. This kid is now, well, at the time, he was 17 years old. Well, no, 16 years old?
I think because he's our age. I think he was 16.
Okay, he was 16 years old. I convinced him that LaShawn McCoy was white.
Anyway, that moment was the last time I took you seriously until right now, because I'm actually in somewhat of a positive state.
Yeah, which is
I'm like thinking to myself about how insane Philadelphia would be if the Eagles win on Sunday. How crazy that game would be. How crazy the entire city of Philadelphia is going to be. And we're here spending the first 45 minutes of a show trying to cheer you up.
Well,
and that's what aggravates me.
And you know what? Next week, I'll try and cheer you guys up. Well, actually, no, you won't need cheering up because the Eagles are going to win. But I'll cheer you up after the Super Bowl. I won't watch.
You're a bandwagon sports fan in general. Huh? You're a bandwagon sports fan in general.
I'm not a bandwagon fan. Is that a joke?
No, not kind of with the Penguins and Steelers, but I'm not even talking about that. You're a bandwagon fan of all sports. When sports aren't going well for you, you just bail.
Yeah, but I don't consider myself like a fan of the NFL.
Most people watch the Super Bowl.
I don't have an obligation to watch all of the NFL's games when my team isn't playing.
What?
So, Grant, if by some miracle the Eagles pull off the win on Sunday,
they will.
I'm still firmly against it. Don't think it's happening.
That game is gonna play out exactly how Saturday happened. Obviously, there's gonna be parts of it that are different, but it's gonna be the same type of game script, and they've showed they can win that.
No. The Vikings don't have Georgia in them. They won't choke it. Like they'll just get blown out of the water.
When did the Vikings choke it? Or when did the Falcons didn't choke that? The Falcons failed to capitalize on the play.
I think the Falcons choked it. Matt Ryan didn't play good the entire
The
game.
Falcons had a 10-9 lead at halftime. I wouldn't call that a colossal choke.
Well, they also probably should have scored a few more times than that.
Well, that's your fault for thinking Matt Ryan's a capable quarterback.
I didn't think that. I expected
It sounds
the
like
Eagles to win that game.
you have high expectations for Matt Ryan, which is your friend. I'm not feeling it. You need to give me 2 weeks after the Eagles season ends for me to get, because like I've realized over the last like 3 or 4 weeks when I've been like, oh my god, the Eagles could win a Super Bowl, that like my heavily emotionally invested in a team, like me when I'm in this state is totally different than me in any other state. And maybe it's just because I've grown accustomed to for the last 8 years of nothing but disappointment and misery that I try not to get invested. And now when I am invested, I just turn into a completely different person.
Because that's like I've never really seen misery from you guys. Like the Eagles,
because that's how it's our personalities. It's not a different mood. Ray? What did I say? I said, because we were talking about you being miserable before the show. And I said essentially to Ray that your misery was going to be unique, because for us it's like just the way we are, you know.
But like I've never
every
seen
day.
you guys,
It's
like,
oh my god, where do we go wrong with
the
our
Eagles or the Phillies? Like you laugh.
I was at the Sixers game today. I expected them to lose.
Oh, like hold on. Because I know you don't watch the Sixers. But they had, what the league get up to, like 18?
We were at 19 at one point at least.
They had a 19-point lead. I believe they cut it to 1 at one point. And the only astonishing part of that was that they didn't cut the lead sooner.
Well, how I am with Philadelphia sports. I just expect that somehow it's all going to fall apart.
But that's the thing. That's not misery. That's not misery. That's just not ever getting excited.
Again, we have different definitions of what this cruel.
Because that's not like active sadness.
The being a Philly sports fan is active sadness.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like
we thought that a team would have sustained long success, and then our number 1 overall pick now shoots a 3-pointer like me.
Get that far. I've seen you shoot. That's disgusting. If he shot like that, he deserved to be cut.
I've reworked my shots.
I've seen talks about cutting Fultz.
Like Markelle Fultz's shot has taken a step back since he's gotten to college. Mine has taken a step up.
Okay. Step forward.
Okay.
The proper term there, but that's okay.
I was going to talk about the International Sixers, but they blew a 22-point lead. We don't really need to talk about that.
Not necessarily.
Big win today. Ben Simmons versus everybody. Big topic. We hit that. Garrett Cole and Andrew McCutchen got traded for a bag of baseballs.
Also,
and a couple
Cantor,
of dudes.
Do you know anything about those prospects? By any chance?
No. I know that the Garrett Cole, the shortstop they got is like. He'll probably start for the Pirates, but like he's not, or he can play shortstop or third. I'm not sure. I don't know what he'll play because I don't know if Jung Okong can come to America or not.
Yeah, I don't really want him, to tell you the truth.
But so he'll probably start for them, but he's nothing special. No, he has no like outstanding tool. He'll probably be a replacement level player. The reliever they got is trash, and I'm blanking on. Oh, they got a guy who would be like a mid to low level starter on a normal team. But he was a long reliever for the Astros because they were the Astros. They probably could have gotten more, and they waited. And what I said last year was that, or I think I said something along these lines, is once you wait this long, like if they were going to trade
really
them,
lost his value. Yeah, they should have last year.
Because and what we're seeing, because the Pirates settled because they apparently had come to the decision they weren't going to compete, even though we saw for I think 2 months last year that they showed the potential that they could compete.
Yeah, I remember.
The Orioles think that they can get full value for Manny Machado, who's in the same exact situation that Andrew McCutchen's in. Garrett Cole, I do think they could have gotten more from just because it's 2 years of control, and teams are obviously not attracted to the free agent market because there's been more trades and free agent signings.
Yeah.
So
also,
I think they could have gotten more for
the Blue Jays. I don't know if you got that.
Curtis Granderson. He's not. Real free agent signings, not Curtis Granderson.
Okay. And Ray, before you finish it off, I do have one surprise segment. So let me know when you're ready for that.
Oh no,
I'm ready for it.
Okay. So Cantor, there's been a lot of animosity in this past hour or so. So I do want to end the show off on a high note. So Jose Cruz Jr.
Oh, I'm not ready.
I know you're not ready.
Is Danny Valencia too young? I'm like stunned right now.
I'll allow it. Kenny Rogers.
Sorry, Edgar Renteria.
Kenny Rogers.
Juan Uribe.
Marquise Grissom.
Marcos Scudero.
Ray Durham.
Oh, what's the other Fish Angels guy? Tim Salmon.
Mike Karp.
Lance Berkman.
Peter Borges.
Troy Glaus. Wait, hold on. Peter Borges is too recent.
Junior Spivey.
Diane Viciedo.
Ooh. Luis Gonzalez.
See, you got me thinking about that Diamondbacks, but everyone who played on that team is too good. Like the bird that Randy Johnson hit, I don't know. Damn. I'll give that one to you.
Tony Womack.
Oh, Nate McLeod.
Wait, no, you gave up. I clinched it.
I gave up, but then when you give another name, it restarts.
No, you gave up. I gave Tony Womack, and that was the clincher.
Oh, okay, whatever. Well, just because Jason Bay, because I had Jason Bay in my mind.
If you're gonna play that game, I have to go Derek Lee.
Oh, Carlos Lee, El Caballo.
Okay, Jesus. Delman Young.
Oh,
this is still going on. You can't. I'm very sensitive to Delman Young.
Oh, I forgot that was an issue. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I'll replace him. Don't worry. Nolan
Reimold.
Ruben Sierra.
Ruben Tejada.
That's a bit iffy there, but I'll allow it.
Okay, Miguel Tejada.
Miguel Tejada. BJ Surhoff.
Aubrey Huff. Oh, very underrated fact about Aubrey Huff. Wrap this up. And he like tore his MCL celebrating Matt Cain's perfect game.
Oh, wait, who did?
We're not doing this.
No, I didn't hear what you said.
Aubrey Huff.
Oh, Aubrey Huff. What a guy. What's his name? Oh, Gabe Gross.
Oh, what a beast. All right, I'll cut it for the sake of Ray's sanity.
John Flaherty.
No, I was going to say Eric O'Flaherty, but that's too recent.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Closing thoughts on either side here?
I feel like I didn't actually get to say how excited I am. This will probably at some point Sunday, it will be the highest of highs. It will be the most nervous. It will be the most nervous. I don't even know. It'll be the most nervous I'll get in my entire life. And then at some point, I'll just come crashing down and just become paralyzed. So I don't know. I'm scared. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm literally everything.
See,
and
Gleason?
It's gonna come together. And because what Saturday was for me was just sitting in silence for 2 hours, and I'm gonna be doing that just to a further extent on Sunday.
Underrated. I didn't talk about this at all, and I felt like this was something I would like to talk about. And yeah, I'm gonna get a nice humble brag in there. Risky is it?
Oh, Jesus!
Don't even.
No.
End the show. End the show.
Wait, do I not have the? Okay, I do. I thought I wasn't able to mute him for a second.
No. We are not doing this.
No, I'm gonna say how risky is it
Bogatus, hang up, hang
I'm
up.
hanging up.
All right, fine. I see that they didn't even let me finish my sentence. I don't like them anyways. This has been BTB Now. Yeah, that's all I got for you. Nick and Jason didn't finish the show. They're horrible people. And we'll see you next week.